Hey, it's Ducky, and recently I was in Sidmouth for the folk festival, and while I was there I had so much inspiration. So the first piece I decided to make was this. It's a piece of my favourite Morris group, Beltane Border, sorry. And I will insert a video just after this of them. I didn't get any good videos while I was at Sidmouth. I was just enjoying myself. I wasn't really documenting it. I took some pictures to use for art references, but other than that, I didn't really take much. I did get a video of each dance group performing a little bit. So I will insert the video I got for Beltane Border after this, and then we can jump right into making it. So as you can see, I cut some of the main pieces off camera because they were really fiddly and hard to work out because I've never made a collage of a person before. I really loved how I made the texture for the ripped tights. I literally just took a piece of paper that I'd painted grey and dragged my really blunt craft knife across it and made some rips and holes, and then stuck it over the skin coloured pieces and cut them out for the legs, and it really looked like tights. I was really proud of it. Of course I couldn't get the translucent effect that you get with tights, but I'm pretty happy with how these came out. Then I used super thin pieces of black paper to make the fishnets over the top, so it's super layered and fiddly, but it looks so amazing. I was very happy with it, even if the thin pieces kept moving and had to keep putting them in the right place. Trimming it afterwards was so satisfying. I did the same technique on the chest and the top of the arms. I really struggled getting the right shape for the skirt, and it took me about 3 tries, and I'm not sure why. So if you've never been to a folk festival, you may have never heard of Morris dancing. It is a form of English folk dance, and there are many types of Morris dancing from across England. From my research, Beltane Border is based on Border Morris dancing, which originates from the English Welsh border. However, they use the myths and legends from Dartmoor to inspire their dancers. They dress in full black with black makeup, very reminiscent of my personal favourite style, goth. I'll link their website below because they have a wealth of information on there as to why they paint their faces and such. Here I am tracing using this super thin paper where I want the jacket to go, so I can make sure there is movement in the piece. I have gone to the folk festival every year for my whole life, and yet this year was so different. I felt a passion for folk music and dance I hadn't felt before, and now I want to learn the fiddle. I'll wait a couple months before putting any money into a new hobby, just in case it's just a neurodivergent hyperfixation and not a new lifelong desire. I think it's incredible to reconnect to our ancestors in the exploration and celebration of folk culture. While I'm debating my new life passion, I wanted to celebrate this culture in the way I know best, my art. This was a very ambitious collage, especially for a beginner, but I'm so glad I pushed through the self-doubt and gave it a try. I wanted to do a short real-time bit so you can see quite how long this took without the editing magic.
We're also running a really cool thing right now. For the next 2 weeks, only good for the next 2 weeks now. We have until
And back to the time lapse so you don't fall asleep. It's almost as bad as watching paint dry. And finally, we are on to the main star of the piece, the rag jacket. These jackets have several names: a rag coat, tatter coats, and probably more that I don't know. You will see these for most border Morris groups in different colours and styles and such. These come from the rags and the clothes traditionally worn by beggars. Historically, Morris dancers would be from the mines and factories, dancing in red jackets with blackened faces, performing and begging for money. It is believed they dressed this way, one, due to it being cheap, but also to avoid being caught begging when it was illegal. As you can imagine, this coat took a while, and I kept running out of the pre-cut pieces and having to go back and cut more. The face really started to pull this together, and I'm so glad I didn't need to try to do the individual eyes. I remember when I was younger, Morris dancers with fully blackened faces, which of course isn't done anymore because that would be culturally very offensive. Some border Morris teams choose to forego the face paint completely, and it definitely gives a different feel and vibe to the dances. I had to make sure I included the iconic stick, and then I moved on to the boots. At this point, I was starting to look forward to the end being in sight, but I pushed through and got these done. I was very unsure of the boots until I made the soles, and then they kind of instantly pulled together. I really liked this piece and it made me feel really confident in my art and skills. I will leave you for the rest of the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you like this piece as much as I do.